Okay, this video is about, is the DJI Osmo Mobile compatible with the Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime? I have both right here. I already slid the phone into the brackets here and tightened it up. I already have it, it was balanced. I balanced it a while back, but apparently not anymore. See, it should be balanced before you even turn it on. It should be pretty balanced. That's one of the secrets to this thing, the gimbal. It's fairly well balanced, and then you can tighten it up and then lock it. It's supposed to stay locked. Anyway, so I bought this phone about a week ago, had the gimbal for a couple weeks, used the gimbal with my iPhone 6s. It doesn't work so well because optical image stabilization screws it up. So I thought I'll get a phone that I want, this one, the J7 Prime. Does not have optical image stabilization, so it should be perfect with the gimbal, right? No, not perfect. So I'll show you why. I turn on the gimbal, it goes like magic, it's super smooth, it's buttery smooth. If you ever wanted to pan like an absolute professional, this is the way to do it. I have the Glidecam 2000, and you can see the link for the video in the description there. But I did like 20 tips or 50 tips, I can't remember how many. I did a lot of tips on how to optimize your Glidecam for use, right? Glidecam is super heavy. I'm shooting with my Nikon D610, and it's so heavy to hold it out there and like try to balance, and you have to get it just perfect. The new gimbals are just magic, and they're worth $300 that you'll pay for them. So I'm trying to find a decent phone that fits this gimbal and makes buttery smooth panning, okay? Whenever you're moving forward with this gimbal and this phone, it does okay. It's definitely okay. I went through a forest. You can see that video down in the description. I'll put a link to it. I walked through a forest trail for kilometers, and it's really quite nice. The footage is great. So it's perfect for that. It's not perfect for panning left to right. Doesn't matter how slow you go. Doesn't matter if you go quickly and smooth. It doesn't matter. This phone screws it up, and let me tell you why. I mentioned that I picked this phone because it doesn't have OIS. That doesn't even matter because what it does have is focusing problem. So if I'm shooting a scene, like a landscape, right? And say the trees and everything is beyond me about 20 meters away. 20 meters or more, 10 meters or more. Even if it's right here in my face and everything is the same distance, it doesn't need to focus anymore, right? It just picks a focus and holds it as I pan. This one doesn't do it, this phone. So even though things are 20 meters away and you're slowly panning, everything stays the same distance away, right? It shouldn't focus. But the focus is going in and out, in and out, in and out. It destroys your video quality just horribly. It's not even worth it to try it. It's not going to give you a good result. You're not going to be happy. I'm not professional. I'm almost professional. But yeah, it just drives me crazy. I can't use it. So we're going to give this phone to my wife. I mentioned in my other video, she picked a nice pink one for me. I don't know why, but apparently maybe she knew that she gets all my old phones and she would like it later. So yeah, she's going to get this one. I'm going to get her iPhone 6, which also doesn't have optical image stabilization, but it does not have that weird focusing. So I'm going to use this gimbal with the iPhone 6, and the rear camera on the iPhone 6 works well with this gimbal. That's what you have to know. Unfortunately, it won't work with this. I've seen I've been on the DJI forum, and many people are talking about iPhone 7s doesn't work with it, iPhone 6, iPhone 8. Nothing really works with it because for some reason, and I think they can, but they chose not to, DJI in the software, this DJI Go program that we use to shoot the videos when it's on the gimbal, DJI didn't cancel the focusing on the phone. It should have picked like a general focus where everything from 5 feet away to 100 feet away is in focus and locked that focus and just kept it there, right? That way you'd have buttery smooth panning. They didn't do that for whatever reason on any of the Samsung phones apparently that have optical image stabilization, so it's not going to work with any of them. It's not going to work well. And again, it works as you're coming forward with it. It works nicely, and the gimbal like adjusts for you and makes it really smooth. It's really beautiful. Panning is just junk, absolute junk. You might as well not even buy the phone for it. The trick is to find a phone that doesn't have optical image stabilization, or one that you could just turn off. And it's not only that, it's focusing, because if your focusing is going in and out the whole time, it's also junk. You can't use it. So that's the trick. I've used both of my phones. We have the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 6. The 6s will work a little bit, but still it will, every now and then it will jerk on my footage as I play it back, right? And it's just unacceptable to me. The iPhone 6 works. So I couldn't get it to jerk like that. You know, there is no optic image stabilization, and the focus doesn't search like in and out, in and out, in and out. So it's pretty good. Okay, I hope that helps somebody. Hope you're not going to buy this phone and put it with this gimbal. It's not going to work. Probably this phone with any gimbal is not going to work unless that gimbal in the software somehow shuts off the focus on this, the automatic focus where it's searching all the time. All right, hope that helps. Cheers.